Welcome, everybody, to beautiful Miami and Hard Rock Stadium, site of this year's Capital One Orange Bowl, part, of course, of the college football playoff. We've reached the semifinal stage, one last hurdle to clear before the national championship game. We'll find out here today which side has the toughness and the depth to keep driving toward that ultimate goal, the chance to raise that gold trophy over their heads. As we'll see the number 3 seed in this playoff, the Western Michigan Broncos, taking on the number 2 seed in the playoff, the Florida State Seminoles. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined by Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff semifinal. Which team will keep their national championship hopes alive today? Kickoff team out there. We are about to get cranked up for this semifinal collision. He'll take the return and try to get some better field position. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Hand off to the right side. It's a 2-yard gain. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Chris, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively. But I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
2nd down, we're going to throw it. Trying to create outside the pocket now. Receiver makes the catch. He's swarmed by the defense.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
Drop him back. We're going to throw for the first down. Got him. He's sacked.
This is exactly how you can slow down the momentum and the rhythm of an offense. You got to get some tackles for a loss and some sacks. This time, they come up with a sack by getting after that quarterback.
They'll kick it away here. He's got an opening. Watch out. He's got great speed. They finally get him, but he found a nice lane in that return, and that means good starting field position for this drive. First down here for this offense. Here's the handoff. Great cut. They whiff on him. Forced out of bounds just short of the end zone.
That back was shot out of a gun. How quick did he accelerate to pick up those yards? Just an electric run. Somehow he's knocked out of bounds at just the 1-yard line. Boy, he deserved a touchdown there.
Muscles across the goal line. Touchdown, Western Michigan. Took some extra time in the weight room paying off on that play.
What a job shedding tackles crossing that goal line. And if you're this defense, you got to focus a bit more on the fundamentals and wrapping up, because poor tackling teams get exposed by running backs like this.
Kickoff team is on the field to move this one away. Returner decides to fair catch this. And the Florida State offense heads back onto the field. They're coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. Breaking free at the 35. Ball carrier brought down, but a flag's on the field. Let's check out this call. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. They bring him down. That's a very solid game, but still well short of the first down. offense getting set. It's second down. Thrown quickly, caught in the right flat. He'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Chris, it's so easy to get excited about the receivers on the outside and their ability to make big plays, but the slot receivers are just as exciting, especially with their finesse, quickness, and ability to make guys miss in the middle of that field.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Using his legs, it's Vasquez. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Nice run. He's brought down to the 44.
Hey, nice RPO here by the offense. Defense is going to sit back, make it easy on the quarterback, hand it off up the middle. Nice solid gain. Stay ahead of the chains.
Offense looking to keep the drive going here. Third and short now from the 44. They'll try and run it. Here's the running back. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
My gosh, this offensive line's got to do a better job of blocking. The defense was zeroed in on the ball carrier and absolutely nowhere to go for the offense.
The ball near midfield. The head coach decides to go for it on fourth down. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. The ball is picked off. Not much on return there, but a great interception to give the offense the football at the 42.
He didn't really seem to feel like he had anybody open. He just puts it up in the air, and the defense says, thank you, we'll take it.
The Broncos offense back on the field now. They punched it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments to stop him this time. Throws a stiff arm. They get him down, but not before he moves the football to the 32.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
QB decides to keep it here. And they finally stop him, but a decent game that time.
Man, every single time this guy runs the option, you're kind of like holding your breath, wondering if he's going to break a tackle or get out in the open field and use his speed. He picks up some yards here, but see if this defense can keep putting pressure on him and not letting him get out into the open.
Catch made on the left side. They've got him, but that completion good enough for first down yardage.
Well, it's so easy to get caught up in the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
Keeping it on the ground here. Picks up 2, so it's second and 8. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Receiver makes the grab. They stop the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
They bring him down, but the game sets up the offense first and goal from the 10.
Here's a great example of a back knowing where he needed to go on this play, and he didn't mess around. He got between the tackles and earned every single yard.
And that run produces a decent gain.
A pretty good push up front here by this offense line to get some positive yards here. You wonder if they're going to be able to run it in, or they're going to have to spread this defense out and try to find a one-on-one matchup to put the ball through the air for the touchdown.
Western Michigan, 7. Florida State, 0.
They've had the break to talk about it. Now we begin the quarter with the offense set up second and goal. Going for the end zone, running it right up the gut. Couldn't quite get there. Brought down at the 2.
Hey, the defense is doing everything that they can to try to keep these guys out of the end zone. Now we've got a big third down coming up.
They come up 2 yards from the goal line. Can they punch it in here on third down? They'll try to run this one in.
Well, Chris, we're still here in the first half, but you got to wonder after that stop there on third down. Now we got a fourth down situation, and now you're in the red zone. I wonder, you want to take the 3 points the easy way, or do you roll the dice and try to take a chance and try to come up with a touchdown?
The kick is good. He knocked it right down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further. Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now. This one will be fair caught. And here comes the Florida State offense on the field. This offense trying to bounce back the last possession and then in a pick. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. And they're able to tackle the ball carrier there. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Grab behind the line. It's Vasquez. They make the tackle there, but a penalty marker is on the field. Let's see what that's about. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. He stopped, but he gets a first down.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
The guys up front lined up. It's first down. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. He's found some room at the 45. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
But good job with the offensive line giving his quarterback time to throw. And you can see the damage he can do to you when he does have time. A great throw and something you just kind of expect in Tallahassee. A quarterback that can make throws like this.
Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. First down. Looking to throw the football. Caught in the flat by the running back. And they get him down after the completion.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
That completion makes it second down. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Caught near the goal line. They could not stop him. He's in. Touchdown, Seminoles. Well, a touchdown to a wide open man. Kirk, what in the world was going on the defensive side on that play?
Wow, what was the defense thinking here? You can't let a player roam free like that. They just completely forgot about him and gifted him a touchdown.
Automatic in the PAT. Return starts from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. Western Michigan offense back on the field now. Kept out of the end zone last time. Had to settle for a short field goal. Can they improve upon that here? Bites off a defender. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. That was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer. It's not a huge gain here, but if you add up multiple runs like that throughout the course of a game, by the fourth quarter, you're going to start to see that affect the defense.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. He's moving out of the pocket. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the ball. That's a big third down defensive play. And here comes the punter onto the field. And a low line drive, ugly punt. The ball will be down just inside the 30.
Well, I thought the return team did a really good job of giving him some room to work with, but I feel like the returner was so focused on making a big play downfield that he forgot to take care of the football, and it cost him.
And the Seminoles offense comes back on the field. The passing game was clicking beautifully in the last drive, right down for a touchdown. Let's see if they can do it again. Finally out of bounds after a solid gain, but there is a flag on the field. So let's check this out. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. He's going to pull it down and run. The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
Well, I always want to see quarterbacks try to pick up some additional yards. It's not worth it when you take shots like that. Quarterbacks have got to stay in the game and stay on the field. He's got to be careful out there.
The pocket breaking down. Didn't see anybody open, just throws it away. That's now going to bring up third down.
Mobility can be a blessing or a curse for some quarterbacks. Sometimes they feel that they can make a play on every single opportunity because they have such speed. Instead of just getting down or throwing it away, they try to force the issue. This one almost backfires on him as he tried to squeeze that throw in. He's lucky he didn't throw an interception.
Gets some space around the 30. Defense able to stop him. It's fourth down now. Now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here. And the Seminoles will bring their punt team onto the field. And he'll kick it away now for the second time. No fair catch. Looking to return this punt. Well, he's got some space here. Finally forced out of bounds, but a solid return that time. Here comes Western Michigan's offense out there. They're trying to build on their lead. They were forced to punt on the last possession. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up second down.
I mean, you don't see this very often. They just pressured the quarterback, and did you see how many guys they were rushing? 3. You have 8 guys in coverage, and you can get that kind of pressure on a quarterback with 3 rushing.
Makes the catch downfield. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down. How aggressive will they be on this first down play? From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. Incomplete, but a late flag comes in. A lot of contact.
Man, playing defensive back has got to be the toughest job out there right now in college football. You get isolated on islands against these freaky, talented receivers. It's hard enough to be able to stay up with them and try to make a play on the ball, and often you end up bumping them downfield and you get a call like this.
And it's incomplete, even on a first down throw. He was under some heavy pressure. Second down play coming up. From the gun, he looks for an open man. And he finds a wide open receiver. They forgot about him downfield. That's a big hit at the end, but he earned a fresh set of downs.
You know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? Their own defense. Man, when I played, I used to have defensive guys come down and tell me when we'd have a long drive how much it would allow them to rest and go out and play dominant football.
5-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 5.
Man, when your quarterback can run the football like this, it puts so much pressure on the defense. The defense coordinator spent all week preparing his unit to be able to stop this offense. But when this quarterback's able to pull it down and pick up yards like that, it's an extra headache for the defense to have to deal with.
And a timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. This is crucial. Defense needing a stop on 3rd down, trying to force a field goal. Quarterback in the shotgun here on 3rd down. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up 4th down now. So now on 4th down, out comes the field goal unit. After connecting on his first try, this is a chip shot from 22 yards out. And it's good.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
So they settle for 3, and now the kickoff. We'll see if the opposing offense has enough time to answer before halftime. And the return man decides to signal fair catch. And the Florida State offense heads back onto the field. They've got a choice here in the final minute. Do they get aggressive, try to cut into this lead, or play it safe and point toward the second half? They tackle him at the 38. Solid gain. Nice play there. Offense stops the clock with their 2nd timeout to talk strategy. How aggressive do you get on 1st and 10? You snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. And he's got his man open downfield. Tackled, but not before he gets into enemy territory at the 45. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play. First and 10 now for the offense. And the quarterback dropping back. And he'll lost it to the end zone. Oh, and a chance at an interception in the end zone. Could not quite hold on to the ball. It's going to be 2nd down.
Boy, not only did they drop what looked like an interception in their own end zone, they blew a golden opportunity to shift the momentum in their favor.
So 2nd down after the incompletion. Running out of time in the pocket. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now 3rd down coming up.
Well, everybody talks about sacks, and they're very important. But sometimes just the rush, the pressure, affecting the quarterback is just as effective. He didn't have a clean throwing lane, and they forced the incompletion.
And now the defense will call a timeout here to make an adjustment on their side before this crucial play. Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. Oh, he misfires again, 3 in a row.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this 3rd down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, boy, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play.
And he's throwing for it on 4th down. And they heave it deep downfield. It's incomplete. The defense makes a big 4th down stop.
This is the chance you take here as an offensive coordinator and a play caller. You go for it here, you draw it up perfectly, you think this is the right play, and then the execution is not there. So the defense catches a break, and they get the ball back to their own offense.
He makes the grab. Big gain across midfield. Tackle finally made to the 32.
First down for the offense.
The offense calls a timeout here. That's their 3rd and final of the half.
Now, Western Michigan.
So with only a few seconds left in the half, out comes the field goal unit. And he's got it from 49 yards out. What a powerful kick. Minutes going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Seminoles will kick this away to start the second half. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. The Broncos offense back on the field now. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Looks downfield and finds a receiver who worked his way wide open. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down. Gain moves the ball right near midfield. It'll be first down. And the quarterback keeps it here. They bring him down just short of the marker, inches away from a first down.
Boy, positive yards there on 1st and 10. Good job up front by that offensive line. Good hard running by this running back. And now you got a lot of options. That playbook can really open up on 2nd and inches.
And he's brought down, but not before he gets first down yardage.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Without out of bounds after another big game, they have chewed up this defense with the ground game today. The offense operating at peak efficiency. They come to the line again. And they'll go right back to him on first down. And he will be stuffed for no gain.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. Now the 40. Past the 20. Inside the 10. Going to take it all the way in. Pick 6. Touchdown, Knowles.
How about that one, Chris? The big man goes up, shows his skills to come up with that interception, and then the athletic ability to run it back for a touchdown. The big guy can move.
PAT is good. They still trail, though. Now they get set to kick it away. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. The Western Michigan offense back on the field now. They're trying to recover from that last possession. They had things going, but then a pick 6, a devastating play. They got to recover from that right now. Finds a man open on the right side downfield. They bring him down, but the drive has now reached the 35.
That's an excellent throw by the quarterback, finding that window between the zones and delivering the ball on time.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Short pass finds the tight end. A huge hit by the linebacker. A collision of big bodies there.
Boy, he has such great size. I just love this play call on 1st and 10. The defense is expecting a run. Instead, you go play action, and you throw to the big man for some positive yards on 1st and 10.
One back in the backfield, and he'll get the carry. They tackle him at the 48, but it's enough for a new first down.
Was a nice job up front by the offensive line. Give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
First down here for this offense. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. He's moving out of the pocket now. Ball is free in the backfield. They retain possession, but that's a huge loss.
Well, the offense catches a break here. Lucky to jump on the ball after coughing it up. He's lucky that his other teammates had some good awareness.
That O-line has to regroup now. It's 2nd and 12. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Scrambling around now, looking downfield. And it's picked off. Threw it across his body and paid the price. They tackle him after a short return, but they get the football back and set up shot near midfield.
What a great job here by the safety to anticipate where the quarterback was going to go with the football. That gave him enough time to be able to get over and break on the football in time for the interception.
Motion by the back. Defense better adjust. He's wrapped up nicely there by the freshman.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just wanted to battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play. Crucial third down play right here. And they'll stop him just short of the marker. Good effort, but the defense holds. Now it's fourth down.
Hey, great job here by this defense. It's going to be fourth down and 1. They bent, but they did not break. And we'll see if the offense elects to go for it here on this fourth down play.
And they pick up the first down to the 23, getting closer to the red zone.
It makes sense going for it here. You're kind of in that no man's land, depending on how much faith you have in your kicker. And if you don't get it, your opponent still has a ways to go. Now you pick it up and you can go get a touchdown.
Pre-snap motion from the offense. A pop pass on the jet sweep. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a first down. And the Knowles looking to finish the drive here. It's first and goal. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
That's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Snags the quick throw. Brought down at the 2 after the catch. The offense close to punching it in.
You see more and more offenses in college football going to 3 receivers, and the slot receiver a lot of times can become the go-to guy. He gets mismatches against either safeties, a nickelback, or a linebacker walked out that you can take advantage of.
Touchdown, Florida State. Will take the lead in the second half.
Well, when you have a big physical offensive line, you can wait to third and goal and rely on them and the running back to get you a touchdown.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. And the PAT is good. Puts them up 5. Kickoff team on the field getting set now.
Number 16 sets a kickoff.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Off the play fake, looking to throw. He's moving out of the pocket. Looks like he's going to run it. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
I love that this guy's not willing to just give up on plays. You know, he's got enough athletic ability to give you some positive yards in the run game, and he's able to do that right here.
Quarterback pulls the ball. It's a keeper. Quarterback gets down to avoid the big hit.
You know, it's not always the flashy play. It's not always you have to throw for a big touchdown or make a huge run as a quarterback. Sometimes it's just being efficient. Take what the defense gives you, move the sticks, keep the drive alive. That's the energy, that's the momentum you really want to play with.
And it's the senior getting home with the sack.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
First down for the offense.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. And he'll set up to throw. Looking to scramble. It's caught downfield. He's taken down, but that's a nice gain. They'll spot the ball now at the 35.
Chris, a great ability by this quarterback to get outside of the pocket and place the football right where it needs to be for the first down.
Takes the toss, heads to his right. The gain is 4, so it's 2nd and 6.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. And the quarterback drops back, looking for an open man. Looking to set up a screen pass here. And they wrap him up, but the gain is good enough for a 1st down.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the 1st down in the process.
This line getting set up. It's a 1st down play. Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. And he's going to fling it deep. Going for it all here. Touchdown, Broncos. And they take the lead in the 4th quarter.
Oh, man, I think the defense was so caught up with their eyes on the quarterback, they completely lose the running back out of the backfield. Nice job by the play caller here of getting the ball out to the running back instead of the receiver for the touchdown.
And it's incomplete. The try fails. Instead of going up by 3, still a 1-point game here in the 4th quarter. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. He'll call for the fair catch here. And here comes the Florida State offense on the field. They had a brilliant touchdown drive last time, mixing the run and the pass. Can they keep that going again? Breaking free at the 35. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Seminoles. And they'll claim the 4th quarter lead.
Boy, just a great job here by the offensive line and the running back to be able to get this ball into the end zone late in the game like this, now in the 4th quarter, to give them the lead.
Now a 2-point conversion attempt coming up. On the ground, trying to punch it in for the score. And he stopped short. Big play by the defense to keep this a 5-point game in the 4th quarter. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away.
Western Michigan, 22.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback. They'll start at the 25. Western Michigan's offense out there. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. And looking for a big play here. Aggressive call, a deep shot on 1st down, but incomplete.
Pretty nice catch here, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, but hands, sometimes a little questionable, as we saw here.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. Oh, they've got him for a sack. A big play made by the junior.
You know, a lot of times we get caught up, Chris, in the one-on-one battles with the receivers and the DBs. Here's a great example of up front, the offensive line and the defensive line. Who wins that battle? This time the defense wins it, and they get the sack.
Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. Launching downfield. He pulls it in for a big gain. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. Out of bounds, but not before a huge gain. Offense gets a fresh set of downs.
Well, that's everything you could hope for here for an offense. They make a nice completion here. Thing that really stood out to me, your 4th quarter, late in the game, the clock is essential. Get out of bounds when you can. Get a 1st down when you can. He does both here to set up the offense here nicely.
The game makes it 2nd and medium. Now, to play fake, he'll look to throw it. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up third down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
One of the biggest plays we've had so far. Third down, and the crowd really getting into it. Pressure is coming. Looking right, this one caught. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a first down.
Well, we saw a lot of this in the first half. They go right back to him again, and we can see the second half, that same trend continuing. If I'm the defensive coordinator, I'm rolling my coverage. Get a corner up in his face and put his safety back behind him. Some kind of double coverage to slow this guy down.
From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. Heavy pressure, he lets it go. Just throws it away, but takes a big hit in the process.
Well, sometimes an answer for an offensive coordinator against a good pass rush is to move the launching point, move the quarterback from one spot to another to affect the rhythm of the pass rush. That's not having any kind of impact at all on this defense. They're getting after this quarterback no matter where he is, and they do a good job of it right here.
Defense is coming after him. Catch made, looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Western Michigan. And they claim the lead here in the final quarter. Coach deciding to keep the offense out there, go for a two-point conversion, and extend the lead to 3. And they're trying to punch it in here. He'll run it into the end zone. The two-point conversion pushes the lead up to a field goal here in the fourth quarter. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And the returner elects to fair catch it. No return. And the Seminoles offense comes back on the field. Looking for some space. It's Vasquez. That one takes it across the 30-yard line.
Well, much like what we saw in the first half, Chris, of this playoff game, no adjustments. Go right back to giving this running back to football. He's had a monster day and continues to get positive yards.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. That gain is good enough for a first down. Ball spotted at the 42. And the offense will wisely spend a timeout after the play. Clock management is going to be very important here in the final minutes. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? A pop pass on the jet sweep. Inside the 45. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. Touchdown, Knowles. They jump in front here in the fourth.
That is just an outstanding job by this quarterback. With the game on the line, he finds the matchup with his go-to receiver, makes a perfect throw here to the receiver, and they score late to take the lead.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. PAT up and good. So the lead is 4 here in the final quarter. Getting set to kick the ball off now. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos offense back on the field now. It comes down to this. They need a touchdown. They've got some time to work with. How aggressive will they be? Now in the final couple minutes, here's a deep shot. Oh, the deep ball caught at the 25. Touchdown, Broncos. And they take the lead in the fourth quarter.
Well, what an unbelievable job by this offense, Chris. They put themselves in a position to put a touchdown on the board. They take the lead. And now we'll see if their own defense can hold on to that lead in these last couple minutes of the game.
And the kick is good. A 3-point game now in the fourth quarter. It's all up to the defense. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. Returner trying to create good field position. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. State offense heads back onto the field. Back in motion now. Oh, he's looking to throw. And the clock winding down. They'll take a deep shot. The catch is made for a huge pickup. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Florida State. They go in front in the final minute of play. Well, Kirk, this quarterback told us this is my time to shine, a playoff game. He has gone out and backed that up so far.
Yeah, he's done everything that's been asked of him and more. Just a great job of getting into a rhythm. Really tough to defend. Right now, the defensive coordinator, you can see him down there. He's throwing his headset. He's frustrated. He's got to come up with some new wrinkles to try to slow this guy down.
That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. Western Michigan offense back on the field now. Here we go. They need a touchdown. They got some time to work with here. They got to be precise and manage the clock wisely. Final minutes here. They'll throw it deep downfield. The pass is intercepted. Can he take it all the way? He's at the 50. Finally able to take him down, but that's a great return after the pick.
Well, you take a chance when you call flea flicker. You hope to catch the defense napping, and when they're not, man, it puts a lot on the skill guy who ends up with the ball trying to make the throw. He's not used to being in that position. Nobody's open. The pressure is on. He puts it up and hopes, and the defense comes up with the interception.
So with the lead secure here, it's time to just take a knee, run out the clock, and plan the victory celebration. And a timeout taken by the defense with 30 seconds remaining.
Timeout, Western Michigan.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. He'll hand it off. They tackle him. Looks like it's going to be just short of the mark, inches away. And the defense calls time here with 23 seconds left. Offense breaks the huddle and gets set. It's third down. Can they pick up the first on the ground? Finding some room at the 25. Touchdown, Seminoles. Made the defense look slow that time. It's an easy job for the play caller, right, Kirk? They can't stop the running back, feed him the ball, scores again.
Yeah, I came into this game really thinking we'd see more from this quarterback and all these wide receivers that they have, but instead, it has been the back. And as a smart play caller, you just keep going back to the guy with the hot hand.
37.
He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. And he'll get the first down yards before they finally bring him down. Well, that's a great performance in a pressure moment, but now the job gets even more exciting, even bigger as they go on to the national championship game and play for that trophy.
And this is a new era. I mean, think about the weeks, the amount of games that these guys have been able to play, and to be able to accomplish this, to get to the national championship, that says everything about the endurance of this football team, both mentally and physically, and they get one more hurdle to see if they can become the national champs.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here.